Okay, everybody, it's Peter, and guess what? I just been babbling for 20 minutes and not realizing I didn't hit the start button. I'm going like, gee, yeah, what's going on? No, the audio's going, and then I'm looking like, oh, there's a button here that says start broadcasting. I didn't hit start, and I rambled on for like over 20 minutes. Anyway, we'll do a quicker wrap up then. This is for the SSSVEDA day 30 of Vlog Every Day in April, in association with Amy Schmidhauer's Savvy Sexy Social channel and website, How to Vlog Like a Boss. So anyway, we're just going to go through these really quick. I did a really good one, and I wish you guys could have seen it, but I'm just like I didn't hit the start button. And throwing a head desk on top of that too. Anyway, let's do this real quick then. Day 28's question was, what huge goals do you have? Well, as I stated earlier, and I'm going to state it again. God, I can't believe I didn't do that. Oh dear. This is the learning curve. Make sure you hit the start button, kids. Very important. Any huge goals you have, I guess, that you want to achieve in your life and or with vlogging. And I look back to Pinky and the Brain, which is like, gee, Brain, what? Sorry. Jay, Brain, what you want to do tonight? Same thing we do every night. Pinky, try to take over the world. Can't do Orson Welles, but I can do Pinky in a pinch. Just have to do a bit of a Cockney East Ender accent and make it sound really silly. North! Yeah, no major goals, nothing really large in my life. Like I said, win the lottery, so I have something to fall back on. So I can do other things right now. Still on hiatus, still waiting for work. We're still working on it. No jobs for me, but yeah. But if I had a little extra money just to fall back on, support myself maybe for 6 months to a year, so I don't have to worry about the bills are paid and everything's taken care of. Rent's paid, that kind of thing. Then I could say like, hey, you know what? I want to make a change in my life, because it has been every 7, 8, 10 years. Like I was in the Army for 7 years. I was in printing for 8. Previous job, 11 years before I went on hiatus for a break. So yeah, maybe I'm due for, another change in my life. So we'll see how things go. Day 29 was, has your opinion on video creation changed? Actually, my opinion hasn't changed. I feel it, for most people, it is a useful tool, because everything is, social media. It's Twitter and, Pinterest and Instagram and Facebook and, all these things out there to get the word out there, especially if you're running a business, that kind of thing. Or even on a social aspect, you want to get your opinion and word out there, use YouTube. My only opinion that's changed on YouTube is the new rules that YouTube is trying to enforce, things like, watch your language, certain content they don't like. If you have enough subscribers, you may lose your monetization because you said the wrong thing, you covered the wrong topic, things like that. And I'm just like, it's about free speech, and America is about their free speech and their rights and stuff. But then you have an organization, well, the advertisers don't like what you're talking about, and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm just like, so you're tying everybody's hands. You're giving them an outlet to freely say what they want to say. I can see if there's some people going out there like, damn all the so-and-sos, we don't like this and we don't like that, and, hate mongering and bullying and stuff, then fine, yeah, put a stop to that. But if somebody's saying, well, we don't like bullies, but then your subject is bullying, then the, the algorithm will say, oh, they're talking about bullying. They must be a bully. We will, cut off their channel. No, we're talking against a subject, not for the subject. So yeah, there could be a downside to that. So, but yeah, I don't have an opinion on anything. I do have, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Epiphanies. Thanks to Amy. Again, learned how to, I had to look up the video again, but how to do a live stream, which once you know the steps, you can be up in like 2 minutes, if that. You have to I might have to write down the steps again and just, or just reference back to the video. But anyway, yeah, 1, 2, 3, I was broadcasting. I just put a link in Facebook, and it automatically sets it up in Twitter. So the massive amount of followers that I have can see that I'm streaming right now on Google Hangouts. Well, so and I learned how to do things like how to do thumbnails via Canva.com for my videos. Actually, they don't just do YouTube thumbnails. There's actually all sorts of templates there for all sorts of things that you want to do for either Facebook or any type of web realm, social media type things. There are all sorts of picture tools for creating stuff, which is great. How to use end screens and cards. I sort of knew about some of that stuff already. And end screens is kind of good because then you can sort of tie back into yourself, not just like your video's over and hopefully they'll just click on your link. It's better to actually put something here, something here, something here to catch your eye. Like, oh, by the way, we're finishing this video and bing, where are we? Yeah, like say about here and here, and then you put your little subscription up here. To say like, hey, come back and check out my stuff if you think I'm cool and go with that. So yeah, I've learned more about the tools, but my attitude on that hasn't really changed much. I did previously talk. I wish oh dear, I wish you could have heard some of the stuff I was talking about, because I do have a background in playing around with VHS. Millennials will have to Google this, VHS camcorders. And so, Super 8, that's what it was, Super 8 camcorders. So my friends and I used to play around with video before that, so I am comfortable with video. As you can see, I am comfortable with talking to the camera. My bad habit is going on for too long or going off on tangents and going off topic. But I like to talk. I like to storytell. That was another quick one I was mentioning too, was I was watching Adam Savage today doing a guest speak at Silicon Valley Comic-Con. And one of the things he was, when they were talking about learning and teaching and the STEAM acronym for school, I think it's science, technology, engineering, arts, math. He thought, oh, I'm a science person, I'm this and that, but actually the bottom line is he's a storyteller, and I find that's what I am too. I am a storyteller. I like telling people stories, telling them things. Oh, I learned this today, or like some of the other things that I'll cover in the next question about where do I see the future. Well, why don't we switch over to that, because today's 30 question was like, hey, you've gotten to the end of VEDA. What are you going to do next? Are you going to keep going? What are you going to do? And I thought I was going to do it last August too, but then I sort of got a little bit down again, and I have a habit of hibernating, especially since I've been off. I just sort of, was laying low more, that kind of thing. And I thought, yeah, I'm going to, do a movie. I haven't done a movie review or a show review in a while. I think the last review I did was the last season of Person of Interest, which I really liked the show, but I wasn't liking the last. Because they actually went on hiatus for a bit too, and they came back, and a lot of stuff they did with that show I didn't like. So yeah, I talked about that. And then when I got back on in 2013 on the YouTube wagon too, I was actually doing some movie reviews and gaming reviews and things like that. So, and I was going to go with a theme of, this is an early theme, I don't know if I'll go back on that, but calling my channel In My Honest Opinion, just I in my, so India, Mike, Hotel, Oscar, the letters. And just that would be the theme of my channel, my opinion on things, whether people will like them or not, because we all have opinions on things. Just have to watch out for the trolls and the haters and that kind of thing. Just ignore those people. But yeah, I like to have always, what do you call it, constructive conversation with people, not just like, well, you suck, no, you suck. I mean, anybody can do that. But why do you think I suck? Or why don't you like what I do? Like, tell me in logical, calm things. I mean, you can still get into a heated argument and whatever, but when it becomes stupid, then it's not an argument, it's just people just shouting at each other. So what's the purpose of that other than showing how much of an ass you can be or a dick? I can turn on the TV and watch the orange monkey and the white building down south do that. So that kind of thing. So yeah, I maybe want to try again. Like I said, I did mention I did do a build of my newer computer. I just basically moved into newer. It's still older parts. I did up a few new things. I did a quickie video, but I didn't want to do a build video because everybody does build videos. I just wanted to show, like, here's what I had, here's what I got. What do I think of the case with the changes? Well, I do have a follow-up I want to do on, like, well, here's what I think of things now, since I've had the case for about a month or so. But since I've been doing VEDA, I didn't follow up on that. I could have done that as a subject of the day, but I thought, no, I'm just going to stick with Amy's subjects because I have opinions on that too. So maybe I will go do this more full on. I'm now, yeah, I'd like to grow a little bit more. I was hoping for 50 subscribers, but I'm actually only at 44, which is still not bad. When you think when I first started years and years ago, I think I actually first created a channel. I didn't do anything with it. I didn't have the equipment yet. I think it was like 08 or something. And then 13, I took off, did a bunch of videos because I finally got my camcorder, not my camcorder, my webcam. It's a Logitech, I think, 615. I don't have a 900 series. It still works fine, as you can see. The color and everything is good. So I jumped back on that, and I was quiet for a while, and then, I was still working and then doing other things. And then last year, I found somehow I still don't know how I stumbled on Amy's channel. And then saw like, oh yeah, there's the Veda thing. So I tried a bit of that last year. I probably posted more videos last August Veda than I did this time because week 1 and week 3 I ended up doing just a long combo video. And I guess the word didn't get out because nobody's showing up. Oh well. Like I said, I'm only a small fish in the big sea, but maybe someday I will. People will like me. They will really, really like me. Or I think there's a Mandela effect that a friend of mine was posting about that too, and said, yeah, that I used to say that line all the time when people did like me, but actually, when I get comments and stuff like that, I say, oh, you like me, you really, really like me, and then I heard I'm actually saying the statement wrong because supposedly when you watch a video now, but actually I saw Sally, but it's also like when you watch movies too, and everybody's like, oh yeah, Dirty Harry said this, or in Star Trek they said, beam me up, Scotty, they never did, or play it again, Sam, from Casablanca. It was never said. It was just play it, Sam. You played it for her. You can play it for, you played it for her. You can play it for me. Okay, boss. So it never played again. Never beam up, Scotty. It was, beam us up or Mr. Scott, time to beam us. But there was never that line. There's so many movies. I know when you talk to people, oh yeah, there's that famous line. Blah, blah, blah. No, you actually heard it wrong, but it's just how our brains process things. So yeah, so see if I'm going to keep going with this. And remember through things like turn on the camera, hit the start button when you're doing a video. God, I was on such a roll. It was amazing. I wish you guys could have seen it. It was beautiful, man. Yeah, so yeah, actually I'm being more myself now in this video too. That's one thing I found. I was a little too uptight this month. I was going like, "Hi, how you doing? I'm Peter." But again, I wish I had people around me as I'm doing this because I actually feed off of people. I'm sort of empathic that way, or sympathetic, however you want to say it. If there's good vibes around me, or actually, I'll give you the quick Three Musketeers. Not to be confused with the World's End version of, there were three musketeers. We are the five musketeers. It's the Simon Pegg movie about the end of the world and doing the pub crawl. But that's one of my favorite lines in the movie is, excuse me. Because it was five of them climbing into the car. So I said, hey, we are the five musketeers. Actually, it was three musketeers. Well, four if you count D'Artagnan. And then, was it Martin Freeman spoke up and says, you realize that Three Musketeers was actually a fiction written by Alexander Dumas. And then Pegg comes back with, yeah, but that was the same. That's what they're saying about the Bible. What? That was written by Alexander Dumas? No, you fool, it's written by Jesus. But I mean, like that kind of thing. But one of my friends I mentioned in another video, my second BFF, who he's been missing, I think, since around our 45th birthday. We're trying to do this cottage thing every 5 years. We're going to do it again in a couple of years again. It was a big thing for my main BFF. I'm over-talked now and could have stopped. Lots and lots of water. My throat's getting drier and drier. Anyway, let's wrap this up before I have a coughing fit on camera. My best friend, my second best friend, his Three Musketeers theorem was, when any one of us are on our own, we're sort of shy, we sit in the corner. Actually, we're all Geminis, and we're also rabbits in the Chinese sense as well. But yeah, when we're on our own, we all sort of like sit back and observe the room. We don't do too much. But you put two of us together, then it gets a little funny, a little bit, rompy. And then you get the three of us together, you know, then it gets total silly. The bus goes to Barry, as we used to say. The puns come out, and we're not even drinking yet. And we just get to be really, really silly. And I think that's the vibe we have. And I only have a handful of people that I've met where, you know, they're with us. Oh yeah, you're one of us. You're a crazy son of a so-and-so. I have no idea what's going with that, but anyway, there you go. Three musketeer theory. You know, when you're with your certain close friends, how you get. So let's stop that here. Unfortunately, nobody showed up, but that's great. It's still going to repost. That's the one thing about the live video. Within about 5 minutes, even though this is totally unedited raw footage, it goes on YouTube within 5 to 10 minutes. And it gets posted on Twitter because I have my Twitter link turned on. And I just repost it after I touch it up, put my thumbnails and everything, and then post it on Facebook and go from there. So yeah, I made it as far as I could. Like I said, I think I was 1 to 9. I had to do a combo video because, again, this month too was doctor's appointments, car repairs, all sorts of things, and just me being up to it and doing things around the house. Like I couldn't do it yesterday either because I was doing gardening, and I just took it out of me. Had to rake the leaves and plant some grass seeds, do a little bit of mowing. So things tire me out a little bit further, but it's not an age thing. It's just I have peripheral neuropathy in my feet. Basically, I have nerve damage, and also I have flat feet, so my back acts up really quick. So I'm good for standing for so long. I can only do so much work, and already took out one of the lawn chairs, so I can sit down every so many minutes. And you know, I'm good for like so long. And I was like, nope, gotta sit down, take a break, take a drink of water. Okay, go back work again. Not like before I had problems, I could just go, and you know, take a break after. Yes, I think I am getting older because I'm having memory blanks now from where I'm going with things. Oh yeah, talking about wrapping up everything. So yeah, so I did like 1 to 9 was a combo. And then I did like, I think 10, 11, 12, so many, and then got as far, oh yes, that's right. I got as far as 15 on single videos. And then the next week was busy, car repairs, doctors, going out, not feeling up to it. So no time really to do a quickie one. I wanted to do things properly, so I just didn't want to like go. I could have actually just had the camera and do a quick guerrilla, you know, smartphone video, that kind of thing. Yeah, then I did 16 to whatever, and then I did a few single day ones. Tried some other things like putting the smartphone on the tripod. When I did day 27, I did the pool room because what's your favorite sports? Well, check out my sports room. Actually, it's my little memorabilia war room and all my army stuff, and I like to play pool every so often. And then again too, Friday I was running around, didn't have time. I probably could have made time, but you know, there's times where you do a bunch of stuff and you're like, oh my god, I've vlogged today. Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. And then, like I said, lawn maintenance yesterday and doing some gardening. So I was whacked after that. And today I figure, okay, we'll do a 3-way, wrap it all up, try to live feed and go from there. And I cannot stress this about, I don't know how many times I've said it so far, but yeah, make sure you hit that start, what's it called? Start broadcasting, yes. And make sure the light says you're live. Can't believe that. Yeah, so before my throat dies any further, we'll leave it at that. In the comments below, tell me how did you manage on SSSVEDA or even just regular Veda? And how did you find it? Was it a learning experience from you, or just you're just old hat at it? You're just using it to promote yourself and your brand and your product? Tell me your thoughts. And like always, you know, if you like it, like it. If you don't like it, well, the hell with you. I don't want any negativity on my channel, damn it. Screw the trolls. Anyway, yeah, so I hope everybody enjoyed it, so have fun, and they're going to keep pushing forward and keep creating videos, and hopefully YouTube does not hold us back that much that we can't create content. But I do know from, if you ever want to check out Linus Tech Tips, one of his workmates is working on another project. It's a very secret project, but they are looking at making a second streaming option. So, because right now it's either Twitch for some people. I haven't tried Twitch yet, but I usually find it's more for streamers and gamers. They both use that. Some people will do their videos from Twitch. But I think the majority of us are more familiar with using YouTube or Google Hangouts as getting your word out there. But it's all Google. You only have like one product to go to. So these other guys are looking at, yeah, we want to make our own. You know, we're going to build our servers, everything else, and we're going to try to make, and not just to mess with YouTube and Google. It's just like there has to be another option. When I was working in the printing industry, especially the last place I worked at, we had crazy redundancy. You know, we just didn't, you know, we have so many computers. Well, you can't just have enough computers go around. What if one breaks? Well, and you got a worker sitting there not doing anything. We got to be able to move them to another spot. Same with printing out works or making, you know, press proofs and getting stuff out to the client. Well, yeah, the printer's down. No, we had 3 special digital printers. We had to have at least 3 on the go at all times. And if one goes down, great. Guys, move over to the other one. Check it out. And same with getting the products out to film. Like I think the technology has changed now. Everything is going digitally. Like you can actually even print now to a printing press. But you know, we were still, you know, in the works of, let's say you have to get the job out. Well, you just don't have one workstation to send your work out to. So we always had at least, I think we had 3 of everything, you know, for getting stuff out. So everybody had a workstation and so you have to have that kind of redundancy. So right now, the only way to communicate with people videoing, okay, there's now Facebook Live, and you can do little mini stories in your Instagram, but where else can you stream, right? So yeah, so I'm gonna see, hopefully that project takes off, and then you have another medium says, well, no, YouTube's not working out, or there's too many rules for YouTube. Hey, there's another place you can go to. Great. Anyway, let's leave it at that. I need to have my afternoon snack to keep my sugars going, and then have to do a couple of more chores around the house, and then go from there. And then tonight I'll be watching. I'm watching on our local movie channel. It's called The Circus. It was actually running during the election period, but they're still actually running following Trump, because Trump is a story in himself, and there's always going to be news. And I watched last week tonight with John Oliver. What else is on? The new episodes of Veep. And still watching old reruns of Mythbusters. We finally got, that's the one thing that's bad in Canada, all the stuff that happens in the States is either, well, you got to watch it online, and I'm not into Tunnel Bear or other things. I don't trust things where I might have to get myself out there, somebody got to borrow my computer as a go-between. So we actually got January's filming. They did 2 episodes a day, so they got it done in a week. And I actually could have gone online and said, oh, who won the Mythbusters search challenge? And I wish some of the other people would have won it, but I guess, you know, they've got, what's that, Brian and John. So Brian's sort of like mellow Jamie, but instead of having the mustache like this and the beret, he's got his little cap and he's got his massive hipster beard, even though he's probably older than a hipster. And the other guy's John, who's this really cool Asian fellow. He's sort of like a combination of Grant Imahara and Adam Savage. He's got that really you know, vibrant personality and bounces off the walls, and you know, and these guys are really good at their stuff. So hopefully this next generation, everyone's like, oh, we want to do old Mythbusters back. So you know what, and actually Adam covers that too. Go check out Adam Savage's tested page on YouTube, and check out his video on Silicon Valley, because he does address that. Because somebody, again too, everybody's like, oh, why is the show canceled and blah blah blah, because things come and go. He says it's a bell curve. Watch any show and you can see, yeah, it's great. Like some things you just run out of ideas, or there's some shows or programs, you know what? You got to know when to stop. Like everybody's like, oh, why do we have more of this? Or why isn't there more Firefly? Or why isn't there, you know, other, you know, or why aren't bands playing more and more stuff? Or we want to hear the band, you know, people move on, people get old. Adam said too, I'm surprised. He said he's 50 now. He wants to go in a different direction in his own life. I mean, it was cool that he did Mythbusters. Great, he could do it for 14 years, but sometimes you got to learn when to put the brakes on and when to stop. And saying that, I'm going to put the brakes on this because I'm just going to keep going on a tangent, and we're going to go on and on and on. But anyway, glad that you all came out. And you know, if you like things, I'll be posting the usual end screens. Now I know how to do that, and I'll put up a really witty. Can't talk. I'll put up a witty thumbnail and be seeing you.